this career conference is very significant to me. This is my final career conference before I relaunch in January. That's a fancy way of saying retire. I missed career conference last year because I was undergoing thyroid cancer surgery. I am so thankful to stand before you today after 2 surgeries. As far as I know, I am cancer-free. To God be the glory. Thank you. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Thank you to so many of you who prayed for me, sent words of encouragement to me. Thank you to my SNSD girlfriends. It's such an honor to be here with Sandy and Daisha and Linda, teaching together and hosting together. And what can I say? God gave me the gift of excellence in Senior National Sales Director Daisha Legant. Daisha, I love you. I appreciate you. What a gift you are to me. What a blessing. Thank you to our Mary Kay staff. Give them a round of applause. They always make us look so good. Thank you for standing with me this past year. And thank you for all you've done to make this the best career conference ever. Is that right? Thank you to my personal unit, my awesome Eagles, and many of my area here today. Stand up, women of excellence. I love you. Thank you for the honor of being a leader. Thank you to my family, the wind beneath my wings. My precious mother, Mickey Raby. She is 94 years young. She is a Mimi, as we call her, is a 3-time cancer survivor. And when you meet her up close and personal, you'll say, what? She looks like she's my age. She's been using Mary Kay products since I converted her 23 and a half years ago from brand X, and she looks amazing. Thank you, Mimi, for your example of grace and beauty. I love you. Thank you to my youngest daughter, Jenny, and the #1 director in my national area, shutting down her 3rd Cadillac and 5 times Court of Sharing and Excellence. Thank you, Jenny, for your faithfulness. As my daughter, where are you? Stand up, Jenny. Thank you for your faithfulness to me as a daughter and as a director. I love you. Well, the best husband in all of Mary Kay, Ed Bertalan. Thank you, Ed, for always believing in me. And thank you for going with me to Shirley Hutton's final awards dinner. My husband heard 2 words that changed our lives forever. Can you say free car? Free car. My husband heard you could earn a free car in Mary Kay. He said, where's the paperwork? Sign her up. Thank you, Ed, for ordering my starter kit almost 24 years ago. You see, he was praying for a new car, and he heard that, and he said, well, this is it. I have to say thank you to my daddy, who is the top 2 men that I admire most in my life, my husband and my daddy, who is in heaven today. And many of you know my dad was a special agent with the FBI for almost 30 years. And when I joined Mary Kay, before he would give me his approval, he investigated Mary Kay Cosmetics, and he investigated Mary Kay the woman and she was still alive at the time. And he came back and he said to me, wow, what a company of integrity. What a company of Christian values. I think you've made the best decision of your life. Well, you see, almost 24 years ago, I was a poor preacher's wife. But today, thank God for Mary Kay Cosmetics, I'm still a preacher's wife, but I'm broke no more. When I started Mary Kay, I was not a salesperson. Never sold anything except Girl Scout cookies. I did not do a good job. My mom was the Girl Scout leader. I think they wanted to fire me from the Girl Scouts because I lost all the money. And I was so depressed, I ate all the cookies. My Girl Scout career did not last very long. Well, I learned that you didn't have to be a great salesperson to be successful in Mary Kay. I learned the products sell themselves. We all know that. And I learned that all I had to do was make others feel special. And I was excited about that. I thought, I can do that. And I want to share with you quickly this morning 6 tips that I've learned along my journey for the past 23 and a half years. I want to share these tips with you to help you transform your sales and your team building. Number 1, make your power start your BFF. And thank you, Mary Ann Mason, for remembering me for the perfect 10. The perfect 10 came from my great senior national, Marilyn Welly Balella. The power start, the perfect 10, 3 plus 3 plus 3, 3 parties a week, $300 in sales, and 3 marketing surveys at every single party. That became my track to run on. My track to run on, you guys, took me to my first car in 9 months of joining Mary Kay, took me to directorship in 9 months of joining Mary Kay, took me to my first Cadillac, my first trip, and national sales director in 8 years. Your power start is your BFF. Number 2, embrace all the opportunities to connect with new leads. When I started Mary Kay, I didn't live close to friends and family. We moved 8 times in 13 years. And every time I moved to a new city, I didn't move where there was family, but guess what? There were women with skin. And I learned to meet women through gym appreciations, neighborhoods, my children's friends and their moms and their coaches and their teachers. And Mary Kay taught me the 3-foot rule. Anyone that's within 3 feet of you, offer her your card. And right after Ed ordered my starter kit, we went to Tennessee to tell my family and to visit. And while we were there, we went out to dinner with my brother-in-law, John, and my sister. And I was so excited about my new business. I hadn't had any training. I didn't even have my starter kit yet, but I was excited and I had vision. And so the server came and I thought, 3-foot rule. And so I said to her, you'd be so good in my business. And then I froze. And then my husband is elbowing me. Give her a card. Tell her what you do. My husband said, my wife is a brand new beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Would you like to have a facial? I said, yeah. And he said, give her a card. I said, Ed, you didn't order me any cards. I didn't have any cards, but I had a napkin. So I wrote my name and number on the napkin, gave her a napkin. She wrote her name and number. We exchanged napkins right there. She went and put our order in. And I felt so great. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so successful. I can do this. And after she left, my brother-in-law was staring at me. And I looked over at him and I said, what is wrong with you? And he said, you just seriously embarrassed us. He said to me, what do you think you're doing? You said yourself you haven't been trained. You haven't even held one of those parties. And how dare you speak to someone about a business you know nothing about? Well, I took a deep breath, and my husband again is elbowing me, squeezing my knee. It's gonna be okay, honey. I took a deep breath, because I wanted to just jump across the table and claw his eyes out. And I said, John, you are correct. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna learn. And one day, I'm going to earn millions of dollars in Mary Kay. And one day, I'm gonna earn a free car in Mary Kay. And when I earn that free car, I'm gonna drive it up on your fancy driveway in front of your fancy house. And ladies and gentlemen, I've earned 13 free cars, 10 pink Cadillacs, and I've driven every one of them up in front of his fancy driveway. Mary Kay said, let no one rain on your parade. Number 3, make booking your way of life. Book from parties, book on the go, book online, book with incentives. Mary Kay taught me to make everyone feel special. And women feel special when you ask. I was so focused on booking from every party that I wrote follow-up on every page of the flip chart. The flip chart is also your best friend. And then I forgot my mirrors, I forgot my plates, and my flip chart. I had inventory in my car. And so we used full inventory. I asked the hostess if we could borrow some paper plates, and if we could use different sizes of mirrors. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then I said follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow. So many times that at the end of the party, they all booked themselves for a follow-up. You too can be a national sales director. Remember the words follow up. Number 4, make consistency your habit. Consistent, like my director, Katie Ashby, breast cancer survivor, 16 times National Court of Sales, Circle of Excellence, Court of Sharing, and Triple Star Achiever. Consistent, like my director, Bakir Coulter, persevering to put her team together as a DIQ in bed, recuperating from a C-section, going on to complete Honor Society in her first year, earning 5 free cars. Consistent, like my daughter, Jenny O'Kane, who just ran the Orlando Marathon in record time and has just shut down her 3rd Cadillac, persevering through a year of miscarriages and a year of her husband's chronic illness and her mom's cancer diagnosis. Consistent, like Christine Denton Baruco, the dynamic leader of the future fearless national area. Consistent, like the number 3 director at this conference, Mary Ann Biasi Mason. Consistent, like Vicki Piccarelli, the number 1 director at this conference. These women have chosen consistency as a way of life. Number 5, get out of your head. Stop thinking too much. Stop analyzing. I was trained by Mary Kay Ash as a brand new sales director. Mary Kay taught me to do it afraid, to do it happy, to do it sad, to do it glad. Just do it. Join the Din Din Club. Do it now. Do it now. Turn to your neighbor and tell her to do it now. We moved to Miami, Florida, 18 years ago. And when we moved to Miami, Florida, I was told when I arrived in that city that I would never crack the city of Miami. I was told that it was really a good idea for me to hold on to the units that I'd started prior to moving to Miami. Well, I called my national sales director, Marilyn, and she said, get out of your head, Joanne. You have a choice to make. You can believe that you can do it, and you can get out the door and start holding parties. Today, 2 Offspring National Sales Directors, Senior National Sales Director Daisha Wiegand, National Sales Director Ari Hathaway, future National Sales Director Christine Denton Baruco. I think we cracked Miami. And finally, number 6, learn to persevere through your challenges. Mary Kay taught us to put God first, family second, and career third. Mary Kay taught me to use every obstacle as my opportunity. Learn to push through the challenges. Learn to say, cancel, cancel. Not today, devil, not today. Pushing through moves 8 times in 13 years, dealing with 3 daughters and their teenage angst, dealing with our daughter in a near fatal car wreck and a coma and a brain injury in Miami, Florida. Praise God, she is healed today. Dealing with my personal cancer diagnosis. You see, God never promised perfect lives, but he promised the grace and the strength to persevere. Every time you go to work, you go to a party or a beauty experience, my Mary Kay business became my stress reliever. Are you ready to become a woman on a mission with a passion taking action? Stand up. I want you to make me a promise at my final career conference, and I'm gonna hold you to it. Come back and get ya. I promise to be the best I can be. To focus on others and not on me. To live by example every day. To listen closely and hear Mary Kay. I am a winner.